This little guy walking toward you with a cat-like walk is actually a Pallas's cat. It's a small wild cat. The reason it looks so big is because its fur is extremely fluffy. Every square centimeter of its skin has about 9,000 hairs, which is 30 times the density of human hair. During the cold winter, this thick fur helps keep it warm. Its tail is pretty unique too. It's thick and fluffy and about half the length of its body. It not only helps it keep its balance, but also helps keep it warm. When it gets really cold, it can even stand on its own big, fluffy tail. Just like the cats you see at home, Pallas's cats enjoy sunbathing and grooming themselves, but their eyes are different from a house cat's. They don't have vertical pupils. They have round pupils instead, which makes them look a little goofy, but they don't have the best temper. They'll hiss to warn you at the slightest provocation. Because they're extremely difficult to tame, they're one of the hardest wildcats to keep in captivity. And since they're a protected species, private ownership is strictly prohibited. When you try to touch an owl's little talons, it'll give you a nasty stare, and then suddenly take a bite out of you. But honestly, most owls are pretty gentle. If you don't mean any harm, they usually won't bite very hard. After all, humans aren't on their menu. In fact, they're surprisingly patient with a lot of the weird things people do. Even if you play with those two little feather tufts on top of their heads, the most they'll do is give you an annoyed look, like a real-life Angry Bird. What's interesting is that there are a lot of different kinds of owls. Scientists have recorded more than 250 species, but they all share some amazing traits. For example, owls can fly almost silently. Before a mouse even realizes what's happening, it's already caught in the owl's talons. Something a lot of people don't know is that an owl's eyes can't move, so they evolved special necks that can rotate up to 270 degrees, making them look like living security cameras. And even though owls have those big round heads and seem to have no ears at all, their ears are actually hidden under their feathers. When you can't resist poking a dumpy tree frog's big belly, it'll put its hand on your finger telling you to cut it out. But if you don't listen, it'll bite you the next second. Don't worry though, a dumpy tree frog's teeth are tiny. They swallow their food whole, and their teeth are only used to hold prey in place. So a bite from one won't do much damage, but it is highly disrespectful. It'll leave your whole hand covered in slobber. Dumpy tree frogs are actually very gentle and pretty quiet. Just like their name, they always seem to wear a kind old grandpa smile. If you place one in your palm, it'll even interact with you. But if you don't catch it, it'll get mad and won't want anything to do with you for a while. But after a while, if you hold your finger out in front of it, it'll come right over and climb onto your hand. That means it's forgiven you. Once it gets familiar with you, a dumpy tree frog can get really clingy. They love climbing into your hand, and they'll even help you polish your walnuts. The only problem is, their eyesight isn't very good, so no matter how well they know you, they'll still accidentally bite your finger every now and then. As soon as you hold out your hand in front of it, it'll grab your finger with its tiny little hand and climb right up. It only feels safe when it's lying in your palm. That's because it's only 2 months old, and it really trusts its owner. It's very well behaved during bath time. After its bath, it'll go grab its diaper and bring it to you on its own. Once it's dressed, it starts drinking its milk. The same kind of baby formula you drank when you were little, but it only needs milk for 3 months before it can start trying solid foods. It's not a picky eater. Even plain white rice is something it enjoys eating, and it doesn't waste food. After meals, it'll play games with you to keep you company. When it's time to rest, it'll lie quietly in your arms and watch your phone with you. If it accidentally pulls your hair, it'll feel really bad about it, and then be even more careful when grooming you. Because grooming is one of its social behaviors. It's a way of pleasing someone and showing affection. And when someone hits you, it'll jump over and hit them to protect you. When you're cooking, it turns back into a quiet little hanger-on. Only when it's holding onto its owner can it sleep that peacefully. When you tease an owl's talons, it'll grab you, then bite you. But don't worry, it's just playing with you. After all, it eats mice, not people. If you pet the top of its head, it'll close its eyes and enjoy it. Next time it sees you, it'll stick to you like a puppy, asking for pets. Just pet it with the feathers. Pet against them, and it'll turn into an Angry Bird. But one heavy rain can turn it into a soaked owl. That's because its feathers aren't waterproof. What most people don't know is there are 254 species of owls. This one is the Eurasian eagle owl. It's the second largest owl. It's like a giant fluffy blanket. What's even more surprising is that it can meow just like a cat. The feather tufts on its head are like a cat's ears. They show how it's feeling. When they're down, it's calm. When they're up, it's excited or nervous. During breeding season, it'll steal chicken eggs to incubate, afraid someone will steal its own. And it's very gentle with its chicks. Even if they step on its head, it won't get mad. If a golden snub-nosed monkey comes up to ask you for food, it'll quietly squat beside you. Whatever you give it, it'll happily eat. They're incredibly polite. If you gently touch its mouth, it'll look at you with a curious expression, checking to see if you brought it something to eat. If you hand it a small piece of apple, it'll be completely satisfied and walk away. It isn't greedy at all. If it sees you don't have any food, it might even offer you its favorite apple, worried that you might be hungry. That's because golden snub-nosed monkeys are very gentle and emotionally calm. When they see a big group of visitors, they'll often reach out to people. Even if you're all gathered around them, they won't get angry. Golden snub-nosed monkeys are also incredibly beautiful. Their bright golden fur makes them look especially precious. When they see you, they may even hop over and gently rest on your shoulder. One reason they're so gentle is that their diet is mostly plant-based. Other monkeys, on the other hand, might attack you because they're omnivores. They'll even snatch the bread right out of your hand. If you can eat it, chances are they can eat it too. When a zookeeper reaches over to touch a lion's paw, the lion will just stare back, looking confused. The truth is, lions don't have much of a sense of species boundaries. If you raise them from the time they're cubs, they'll see you as family. They'll even climb into your arms and demand attention. Lions are also highly social animals. If they spend enough time around their caretakers, they'll naturally start thinking of them as part of the pride. What's funny is that even though male lions look fierce and intimidating, they're actually pretty scared of their wives. If a male lion starts picking on a cub and a lioness catches him, she'll march right over and smack him across the face. And newborn lion cubs are unbelievably adorable. They love holding their tiny paws in their mouths and licking them non-stop. But they're not doing it just to look cute. It's actually a self-soothing behavior. Young cubs are extremely insecure and dependent, so when they feel nervous or uneasy, they'll often lick their paws to calm themselves down. Some little cuties will even go out of their way to lick their caretaker's hand for comfort and reassurance. When you try to give a least weasel a kiss, it'll roll over and show you its belly, letting you kiss it all you want. As the smallest mammal in the weasel family, a least weasel is under 6 inches long and only weighs about as much as 2 eggs. You can easily hold one in one hand. Plus, it can recognize its owner by scent. When you sit down to rest, it'll climb onto you and ask for pets. Once it's had enough, it'll happily run off, and it's surprisingly obedient. Wave it over, and it'll happily follow behind you. Even when you go to the bathroom, it still wants to tag along. Some people worry that something this tiny might get stepped on, but least weasels are super flexible and insanely fast. One thing to know is they're extremely active. Their hearts beat around 400 times a minute, about 6 times faster than humans. Their metabolism is also about 10 times faster than ours, so they burn energy really fast. If they go 8 hours without food, they could starve. But once they're full, they'll climb onto you, stick around, and play. And when they get tired, they'll curl up in your hand and fall asleep.